This video brought to you by Trifecta.
Hey, what up? How are you, man? Good to see you. Do you want to work guys training?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're they closed the course today.
Did they?
I mean, you remember a couple of years ago when all those trees blew down, Tori?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the same conditions.
Yeah, the winds are
Like all those trees blew down on like 15, and they're not going to get people out there. And
Didn't one fall in the parking lot?
yeah, crushed a bunch of cars. How did y'all start that podcast? With is that
Saban Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saban was like, he's like, I got a crazy idea. You and Matt want to do a podcast, and I was like, you know, I'm in.
Dude, I did my podcast with him. I mean, he was getting deep.
Dude, he's the guy who's done the behind the scenes of the CrossFit Games for years.
He did, like, he was deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you know more about me than I know about myself.
Like some of you shit you can't do.
We need to do some like lower.
So lower this. So you want to do more like squatting style shit? Like
some swings, some belt squat.
Oh yeah,
Deadlift.
Belt squat for sure.
What's the rules on the, like when will they cancel golf?
What?
When will they cancel the tournament?
Like high winds for like if the ball starts rolling on the green, any lightning at all.
Yeah, lightning is
Well,
big.
it used to be 5 miles out of 10.
Yeah. Rods.
Yeah. No, that was at the Tour Championship 2 years ago. A guy got struck by a fan
Oh shit.
because it used to be 5 miles. Now it was 10.
It was. I was on the shuttle coming in, like down the street, and it hit like right there. You can see it like boom, knocked the dude out of the cart.
Well, he was in the car? What about rain? Play through rain?
It depends if the like light rain, yes. Heavy rain, as soon as the puddles start to go up on the green,
Water stands.
it's
Yeah.
over.
Come on, man, we're golfers, dude.
We're tougher than we sound.
Ain't wearing work boots.
We're tougher than we sound, sort of. Dude, we get calluses a lot.
You should see Josh's hands in place. He's got tape all over
I
him.
know exactly where my hands tear. That's why. And I hate gloves. I wouldn't put a pair of gloves on when I handle the 50 cal either. Same. 5 iron 50 cal.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same.
It's just as lethal, depending on who's using it.
Right.
I tried it. Coop sent me some pictures of his swing. I said, man, I really don't know where to even begin.
I never played it.
I really don't even know where to begin.
You should have told him he was doing great.
No.
Looks perfect to me. I keep doing what you're doing, Coop.
Well, you could see the ball that went like, he said, I mean, obviously the shot result was horrible. So I couldn't tell him he was doing good when it literally went like 30 yards.
With his driver.
Do you just keep your thumbs taped all the time now?
Nah, we just did a workout. I just didn't take them off because I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do later or next, and so I didn't want to.
It's Monday.
Exactly. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know when you have to clean grip a bar, when you have to hook grip a bar, man. I wake up and I'm just like, all right, let's get this going. Like how willing are you to squat? Like how willing? Like
Belt squat.
not crazy, not
I'll squat all day.
all day, all day.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I answer your question over?
Oh, that's fine load, but belt squat.
Oh, belt squat. Okay.
I don't want to.
He won't put his hands down, ice water.
I'll put everything else in there. Hey, I did that heat, did that weight cut with our UFC friends. I got in that sauna blanket. As soon as I got in there with my hands, like 3 minutes, it's like, get me out of this thing. And then he got it where I could put my hands out, and I did almost 3 hours of like cycling through.
Obviously, that's where your heat is. You hold all your heat and you're cold right there in your hands.
But I just don't like it because I know that I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm to pick the club up.
Hey man, I get it.
It feels awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I was literally laughing at me as I was in his thing like this, with my hands just out like a T-Rex.
Oh, like the soft thing that goes around your whole body to your head.
Yeah, but then he found a spot because I started like moving around, and then I got to where I could get my hands out of there, and then I did fine. So on like Wednesdays we'd run a little bit, and Saturdays we'd run longer. and we had never used that Strava app, like where you can like plan out how far you're gonna run. And we knew the trail, and we were like, all right, before everyone starts going back to play, before our baseball guy was gonna go back, I was gonna start playing, UFC was gonna go back, like, all right, we're gonna run a half marathon.
Is that what you call the guy? His
What?
name's Scott?
Yeah,
You call him UFC.
yeah,
We call me CrossFit.
yeah. Just by baseball, it sounds tougher when I tell people who I train with. It doesn't make them sound tougher when they tell them they train with me.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's PGA Tour guy.
He doesn't talk about golfer.
I don't get mentioned a lot. And so we got in there, and I was like, I got this trail. Like, I know where we're gonna go. It's gonna be 13.7 miles, just so we go a little bit over.
Yeah.
Well, I mapped the road instead of the trail.
Golfer.
17.6 miles later, and our UFC buddy Scott, the most he'd ever run in his life was 3 miles.
Wow.
And he tells me all this time, he said, you should be glad you're still alive.
You can run one, yeah. You can run one, you can run 100, man.
But he just said, like, how much, like, all the negative thoughts he thought about things doing to me while we were doing that.
I can see that. I want to do like a 1-to-1. And like maybe like have like a time frame in mind, and then just like 1-to-1 sets of like kettlebell swings, squats, and we can do deadlifts too.
Yeah, it'd be great. Just
You go
Anything that was calories.
10 swings,
we get killed.
goblet squats.
Team big got him back.
Correct.
Who's all working out? Who's gonna work out?
Hey.
You're gonna work out? Okay. I know he's down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of us. So we'll set up 2 different settings, and we'll go 1-to-1.
What is it? Deads?
Swings, goblet squats, and deads. 10, 10, 10. So like one person goes once he gets through the whole thing. It should be fast, right? 10 swings, 10 squats, 10 deads.
Scott, we're gonna use those.
And maybe we'll go.
kettlebells right there.
Yeah, the ones you're sitting on
Perfect.
for squats.
The goblet squats.
The 200 ones?
Yeah.
Did some Noble stuff at my house, and I have the 106s, and the photographer guy's like, what's this for?
Yeah.
So we carry him up and down my driveway. He's like, why?
I know, exactly. We had the 200s out there one time, and it might have been the guy who was building that skate ramp. We're like, what's that thing? What are those for?
I just pick them up and move them out of the way.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Whatever you want to. It's American, Russian. So they're like
That's one.
That's one.
that's one.
Yeah.
Dude, you never thought like kettlebell swings would burn you up?
It's almost like triple as much as usual.
Yeah. But
Almost.
the grip starts to blow
Like where your head's
so
at.
hold it in there,
Yeah,
and then
squat
you're holding it again, and then you're really squeezing it because you're over.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll blow you up.
I think he brought those to aid footing. Those jack up your heart rate too.
Because now we're like,
Yeah, a little more than usual.
yeah. Like T-Rex.
Come on, man, T-Rex, bro.
You're trying to pull
Get
it
the
up
T-Rex
like
arms.
this, like this, and then drop it, and straight, then drop it. Pull up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
That's one.
you ready? Well.
They're going for it, John.